Make ready. Present. Fire.
Okay, so we're on to turn 6, which is the ninth turn. So this should go pretty easy. One, there are no artillery activations. I am able to leave one chit out per side to um, add strength to do some replacements or bring a unit back. Single step units can never come back. And honestly, I honestly believe that Yule is out. He's out. He doesn't have a chit in this because he doesn't have any units on the field. So lights are not too bad, and only lost a single step. But Tolliver over here has one unit right here that could use a new one, so he's going to stay out. And then they're adjacent, so I can't get them. They can move, so yeah. So they can move out of the way, and there's no attacking. So, so Hooker's the only one over here with Carr that has one, so we're going to leave Hooker out. So these two are out. They're going to have their reinforcements placed in. So the rest of these guys can go through here. Now, there is a simultaneous surrender issue, which actually, in this case, if so, these guys cannot move. Move this over so you make sure you guys can see it. What I'm talking about. So these guys have to trace back to here through any hex not prohibited terrain, or here or here. Now, you cannot move adjacent to another unit in the night turn, but if you're already adjacent, you can stay there. So you can't use any of the CSM markers at all. And yeah, so that's that. So we're going to go ahead and start pulling chits, and then we'll see where we're at. So, okay. So first one is King. So again, we're gonna start moving them. They're gonna do road movement. I do need to roll for King. King is going to have not a lot of movement points. A total of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good go. King's done. Okay, next one is First Corps, which are new. They came in G. So they are going to be reinforcements. So reinforcement movement. Oh, they got 6, so they can get some serious movements in here. So 6 will be 8 movement points. And reinforcement, I think, is a quarter. Yeah, reinforcement is a quarter. Yep. So they can do a quarter movement. So, but they can't stack, and they can't move adjacent. So that makes sense. So we're gonna start. So this is these guys right here. So we're gonna start the entries here. So every 4 hex is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then a fort, I think, is +1. So I don't think I can go over that. Yeah, fort is +1. Okay. Yeah, fort is +1. So then basically these guys are all just going to stack behind here. Like that. Okay, good. They're done. Next chit. Kearney, which is down here. And rolling for Kearney is a 6 also, so that's 8. Road movement, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Kearney's going to go there. That was pretty easy. Next chit is the 11th Corps. So Reno's guys right over here. Sorry. So basically there's a lot of strategic movement going on. He also got a 6, so that's also 8. Where do I want them to go? I think they're going to come up after. They're going to come after Teller. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 8. So with Schurz, we're going to go that way. With Stevens, we're going to go up this way, and with Kearney, we're going to go around this way. See how that works out. Okay, so this is where it's going to get interesting. The light, they want to get around here, but I don't know if they can actually do it. I got to roll to see how many movement points the light gets. Light will get not enough. Light will get 4 movement points. So 4 movement points here. So yeah, there's no way, because they could go 1, 2, 3, 4, but that still will allow them to go this way around, because now this is prohibited. It also gives this guy a chance to move out. 1, 2, 3. That's that's the best he could do. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he can't move that there. Yeah. So that's just not good. So we are good to go there. I'll look up something real quick. Okay. Okay, because I'm only going to have one more left here, which is Reynolds. So this is actually negated for this one. I was hoping to move, but he can't move into zone of control. I should see. I'm pretty sure that this steep slope is not prohibited. Is not. Oh, no, that's sad. So what is that then? Because that's Gettysburg only. Oh, it's a hill. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's just a hill. Okay. So those are just hills. They're not, except for this right here. That's something different. Okay. So this is the last chit. Let me roll for him. Figure out 1. So, Reynolds, that's 4 movement points. That's not even really much. This guy could go. But then that Leaves that open. He can't move to here because of the zone of control. You can't negate for movement. You can for the supply and for surrender and stuff like that, but not for movement. The steward's up here, enforcing his zone of control all the way around here. So he can't move down. So, I don't know. I guess they're just going to stay here because they can still trace to here without a problem because that negates his zone of control. So yeah, so they're fine there. But I don't know what to do. I think we're going to have to attack again. But maybe I can get somebody else up here to kind of take the pressure off Reynolds here. Because that's probably the best idea. Yep, so that's going to do that. Okay, so for night phase, now we will see if anybody surrendered. I do not see any surrenders. And so replacements, so Tolliver, he'll get that guy back. And Hooker, we'll get that back. And those will go back into the chit draw. Okay, so that's the end of the night turn. There's never any combat. It's kind of a boring turn on that one. So, but that's actually the first third of the game. With that, what I'm going to start doing is just kind of doing a turn summary, and then I'll probably load it up by the day. So this is turn summary. So I'll do a turn summary each time and then load it up by the day. I've only got, 9 turns left? No, 11 turns left. Yeah, I've got 11 turns left, and one being a night turn. So that'll be interesting. The Rebels do have some units coming on. Yep, they have some more units coming on, but so do the U.S. Army. They have some more coming on as well. So, okay, with that, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so we are at the end of turn. No, what did it matter? At the end of turn 7. Yep. Okay. We were at the end of turn 7. And not much has happened. Reynolds is only down to 1 step left out of his entire core. Or, it's not a full core, because it's only part of the core. But other than that, everything started moving up. We had King started moving up to here. We have Ricketts moving up to here. Hooker moved from Manassas Junction up. I do have the 5th Corps. 5th Corps here waiting to go on. They got delayed 2 turns. We have Schurz up here, ready to head into Centerville. Tolliver had moved up as well, trying to get into Centerville. And then we had Kearney all the way over here, trying to move up as well. So I could easily see within a turn or two having the Rebels surrounded. So, yep, that's not much happened. I did the victory points go 10 victory points for the U.S. Army and only 8 for the Rebels. We have a delayed VP of 7, so actually that's 17 to 8 right now because of the delayed VP. So the Rebels do have a couple of units coming in. They have another Stuart Cavalry, we have Hood, and we have Jones. So basically we're starting to get Longstreet's wing coming on in. Okay, I'll let you know how it goes next. Okay, so a little different camera mount. So I just finished turn 8. We had no combat, a lot of maneuvering around. We have Reynolds actually escaped with one of his units here. Right here, he escaped here. Stewart's on, we have Hood on. We had, so right now I have Hooker coming up. So Hooker's down here. He's coming up from up here. Oh, we've got Ricketts moving up here. So we've got these 3 units or formations of units moving up to here. And we have these 3 sets of units coming up into here. I am going to have, yeah, I'm really going to only have a few things coming in. While most of the rebels still have to come in. I did not do any battling here. Odds weren't good enough, so I just didn't use my combat shit at all. Yeah. So next turn I do have the 5th Corps coming in all the way down here, but basically a lot of maneuvering. I have Manassas Junction pretty much so taken care of. And it looks like most of the rebel formations will be coming in from I. Yeah, looks like all I now. The way it stands right now, victory points wise, if you include the delay victory points, the U.S. Army has 17, while the rebels have a grand total of 8. The rebels did not have any delay victory points. They could. They still have quite a. They have 1, 2, 3 more. Yeah, 3 more divisions coming in. So we'll see how that works out. But things are moving rapidly. Like I said, I'm on turn 8, and we'll just keep on moving through. Okay, bye. Okay, so I am in the middle of turn 9, and I've got a pretty good battle going on here, so I thought I'd record it, put it out there. So I'm playing my 1 combat chit for the turn, and I have Tolliver really kind of cornered around here. I really want to make sure, because I don't want him to, do some battling and maybe get an escape. If things stay the way they would, and he didn't move out, then on turn 12, he would surrender because he couldn't get to the south. Well, he might be able to. He couldn't there because that'd be a zone of control. Or there, but still, they could bring somebody over. So we're definitely gonna see how this goes. So we're gonna take this first one. So that's Tolliver. So we're gonna take the 5th Corps here, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8. 9. Oh, that's a 1st Corps. What am I thinking? It's that 1st Corps. Jeez. It's Army of Virginia. That's what's confused me. So I have 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So 10 to 2. So that'll be 5 to 1. So on 5 to 1, I get a... He gets a +3 to his roll and a -3 to my roll. He's the defender, so he's going to go first. So he has to basically roll a 1. And he rolls a 5 anyways. So he will take a hit. And then he's going to have to retreat. But he has to retreat this way. He has to retreat that way. He can't, so he's eliminated. So that's 2 more victory points for the U.S. Army. And we're going to go ahead and move these guys in here. This guy is done, so we'll just toss him back in there. Okay, now we have this guy here. We'll probably end up using this, so I'll just remind myself. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Again, 5 to 1. He goes first. 6. So he definitely loses. Oh, I forgot to do the 1 for this one. Oh, hold on. Oh, it was a 6. So he is gonna. One of these guys is gonna have to take a hit. Okay. So he'll go there, and then so he get 1 more VP there. Okay, so he took a 6, so he has to go there. And then Okay, then he's going to have to go 2 hexes back. Now he's going to be able to go 1 hex for sure. And let me just check that real quick. Okay, so according to the rules, we have the direction, but can retreat a different way to avoid zone of control. So he moves here because that's a friendly, because that negates that zone of control. But then he has to move 1 more, so he can move up here if he wanted to. Okay, now I've got to roll 1 here. Got a 6, dang it. So we'll take Kearney here. So we will move in. Move Kearney in there and there. Okay, good to go. So that'll go back into there. Okay, so pretty good. Did I add that? Yeah, I did. Oh, didn't add his. Dang it. Okay. So right now, after this battle here, we are looking at 19. 19 to 11 for the U.S. The rebels are behind, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job at keeping them at bay. So, okay, I wanted to play that combat out so you guys could see it. I'll let you know how the rest of the turn goes. Okay, so turn 9's over. Not too much, I mean, other than the battle that I showed you here. Let me go ahead and zoom out a little bit here. An idea. So I've got the 5th Corps of the Army of the Potomac coming up here to kind of support, because we definitely have more troops coming in here. I did get adjacent to this victory hex right here. Let's zoom that in there. So that'll be interesting. Luckily, this is not, excuse me, that's not a clear terrain, and because he would be higher. So luckily that's not a clear terrain, which works out for me, so I didn't have to retreat. Definitely wanted to get the 5th Corps up here to help support the 3rd Corps here, as well as the King 3rd Corps and the Hooker 3rd Corps. Reynolds is just going to kind of back out. He's going to get to a safe pass. I'll probably have him try to get back to Manassas Junction to kind of be the guard there. And then during the night turn, come in and get at least that guy full strength. That'll lead it. Okay, and with that, current victory points is still 19 to 11. Yeah, 19 to 11. So, U.S. Army is defeating the rebels as of right now. Again, that was turn 9. So we're going to go on to turn 10 here. So, see you after that. Okay, so end of turn 10 had some major battle here. Tolliver just got separated, and he just got totally annihilated. He was surrounded, so he had a flank. And so the United States Army, the U.S. Army, actually took out Centerville. And it is now under U.S. control. And this Tolliver guy, he's gone. I don't even have to battle for that one. He can't move because he's stuck. He can't go from one zone of control to the other. And in 2 turns, if he's still there, which he will be, he cannot get to the south, to the west, or to the south for a supply, so he will surrender. Looks like the main battle now is so we do have the light guys, the light brigade or lights division, heading to see what he can do. Ricketts is across here, see if he can stop. This is going to be interesting here. So this is still the victory point that's still controlled by the rebels. These guys have kind of stuck right here, these 2 units right here, or the King's Corps, 3rd Corps. Really holding these guys to doing nothing. The only thing is as a U.S. player, I can't do anything either, because I would have to take these and attack all of these at the same time. And I have a strength of 4, and there's at least, it's not going to be good because of the slopes and everything like that. These two did attack because they were required by mandatory because they were an open. So they were required for mandatory attack, but it was just they shot at each other and nothing happened. Kempers come on, which is honestly making me a little nervous. I may have to move Hooker up here, and then bring in the 5th Corps. Yeah, bring in the 5th Corps. They're suffering a -2 on the movement right now until turn 11, through turn 11, which is next turn, but I still have to do it for the turn 11. I do have quite a bit of units coming in here. Looking here, we have the 6th Corps, we have Longstreet, and Wilcox, so we have them coming in, and then Anderson's coming in on the 12th. Might be a little too late, but we're going through this and seeing how it can go. Right now, it currently stands at victory points. Here's the victory point table. So we add them together. 17, 4, 10. So 21 for the U.S. Army and 11, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 21 to 13. Now, if I can somehow take this hex here by the end of next turn, I could declare an auto victory, because an auto victory is if you have all 3 of the victory points hexes, and I have 2 of the 3 so far. This is the only one, so that would make it, I'd have to get there. I don't see that happening. I don't think I can get enough units up here, so you can only do victory, automatic victory in turn 6, 12, and 17. Now I could take it in like turn 13, 14, 15, or 16, and as long as I make it to the end of the 17th turn on it, that's still an automatic victory, but they could fight and battle back and take that one. I don't see them going after Centerville right there, and I don't see them going after Manassas Junction right there. So that's where we're at. We're at end of turn 10, beginning of turn 11. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so we just ended turn 11, sorry. We just ended turn 11. Had some major issues for the U.S. Army for the first time. So this guy here, so this guy right here was up here. The rebels surrounded him. This guy was not here. This guy was over here at the time. But, so he was here, or he was up here. So he was able to... these guys just got annihilated. They got eliminated. They could not do anything because of that one. These guys attacked here, which was a 2-1. He ended up moving back here 1 and then was able to go here. No big deal on that one. I did lose a step. This guy survived. He lost a step. This was a nice 3-step unit here. It was give or take. It was like 6 of one, half a dozen of another, so it didn't matter. Kemper's now moved up in here. This is going to make it a little issue here. With that, Wilcox came on the board to help kind of slow down or protect from this threat from Sykes and Mordrell, so protect him from the 5th Corps. Started moving the other U.S. troops in a nice line here, trying to get them farther and farther towards over here. Tolliver's going to be stuck. I didn't move Kearney. These guys will come in on this turn coming up, which is a night turn, so there won't be any combat on the next night turn, just movement. And so, as you can see, kind of a situation that we're building up over here, and it's just going to be getting the troops where they need to be, maybe rescuing a few troops here, getting them out of the way. So, anyways, yeah, that's where we're at. This could be interesting. If I can get some troops over here to help out, that'll make a Excuse me, make it better. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. Just finished the 12th turn for the night turn. A lot of maneuvers. Got rid of Tolliver so that he couldn't get supply. He couldn't move. He couldn't do anything. He was stuck. So he got off that way. So, I forgot to do one thing here. He can flip him back over there. So we have finally got a nice line lined up here. I've got a lot of the U.S. Army troops moving in from the east, trying to get here to do some damage. I don't see this being taken. Unless something really strange adds up. I really don't see it taken. But I do see a lot of my troops getting over here, a lot of the U.S. troops getting over here. This troop right here, although since he moved out of here because he did not feel comfortable, especially with the forces coming in this way, he may have gotten this guy, but he would have probably gotten ran into by all of these guys coming. And it mitch potch. So, forgot this guy. Okay, put him there. So I've got a nice line going up here, and then so we're going to eventually get into some battles. There is exactly 5 turns left. The current VP track says we have 1826 for the U.S., and the Rebels have 19. The Rebels have 19. So 26 to 19. So starting to spread out a little bit there. So we'll see how this ends up. It could be interesting. And we'll go from there. Talk to you later. Bye.